Okay, here's what I did do some Google research. Greatest thing I've ever is Googling things. And come to find out, Brandon was actually right about what happened. First of all, according to police talking to me, he was later told this. Second of all, he wasn't even there. So, first of all, as a detective, you have to, every detail matters. So, I'm asking myself, there no report of it, him. There's nothing in the factual documentation that says that he was a repeat offender. It doesn't say it anywhere in the news. The news doesn't say he did it before. The report doesn't say he did it before. Nowhere in it said he did it before. Where in the world does it say he multiple times offender? It doesn't. So I'm thinking to myself, this perspective, if, let's say it's true that he followed her, more than likely he probably had to use the same bathroom. Let's assume we do not know the structural building of the building. We don't know if they have more than one bathroom, because my gas station, I work at a gas station too, and we only have one bathroom. That means, that's what that means, they have to wait to use the bathroom, and it's a key. So I'm assuming if he's mentally ill, what would seem not normal to us would not be normal to somebody who's mentally handicapped. Okay, they don't do things the same way because they're mentally handicapped. Seems odd to us would be normal to them. Let's say he's impatient and he really has to go to the back. What are you going to do? What's he going to do? Now, a normal person would just go someplace else, not a mentally handicapped person. Any stable person would try to use the same bathroom. I'm thinking he really needed to go. So he was trying to get into the bathroom while trying to wait on, trying to make her hurry up and use the bathroom. And that scared her, and she left, and then he was trying to use the bathroom. And then he leaves out, finishes using the bathroom, leaves out, which in turn is what happened, how the situation, when he left. And that's when the situation happened in the parking lot. Now, the thing is, here's what's wrong with the situation. Let's say he didn't leave. He wasn't there. He don't know the details of what's going on. He don't know what his daughter told him. Based on her perspective. He didn't give him an opportunity to explain himself. So he decided to go beat him to death. Nor did he give the security guard an opportunity to do something about the situation. He decided to take it in his own hands and do something about it himself. That's why he's saying 8 years in jail. Now, it doesn't matter what we think. No matter what the jury, no matter what matters what the jury did. And the jury believed that what he did was wrong. So it don't really matter what other people think. He was justified or not. The jury didn't think he was justified in killing a mentally handicapped person. He was so quick to justify violence just because a teenager was involved. This wasn't even a child, this was a teenager. This was not a 5-year-old. This ain't a 6-year-old. This wasn't a 7-year-old. This was a freaking teenager. And yes, they deserve to be protected too, but first of all, a different scenario here. Nothing happened to her. That's the main factor here. We want to keep this here. Nothing happened. Period. End of story. Nothing happened to her. There's no threat of anything happened to her. There's no, she wasn't harmed in any way, mentally or physically. Might have been scared, but that's not a crime. Nothing happened to her. Period. There's no in the report that indicates that he was a sex offender. We all might jump on the bandwagon, oh, he's a pedophile. How the heck do you know this? You don't. You jumping to conclusions just like you claim Brandon Tatum is jumping to conclusions, assumptions. You make an assumption about this man without no evidence whatsoever because he tried to get in the bathroom. How you know he was just wasn't trying to? They call it a stall, but they call bathrooms a stall. We don't know the setup of the building. That's the problem. Mysterious detail. What kind of bathroom are we talking about? Gas station bathrooms are different. Then every one of them is separated by male and female. Some of them have one entire bathroom, unisex bathroom, that only you have to wait for. Now that's the question. Is it a unisex bathroom or is it a male? Does it have separate bathrooms for which he would have no excuse for trying to? Because if it did have, this situation wouldn't have never happened if it did. So it wouldn't make sense. So that means only one thing. This had to have one bathroom, and he had a habit of trying to bust his way into the bathroom when people were in it. If we're going to go the route that he's a repeat offender, but we don't know that, and there's no statement of that. So let's just say this is the only time he ever did it. Is he dying for trying to get in the bathroom? No. Harassing someone is not a crime worthy of death. Otherwise, everybody would be dying of harassment. Execute people on the street because they harass people. Like, that makes no freaking sense. No harm was done to the teenager. So this argument, I would do anything to protect my daughter from what exactly? Because nothing happened to your daughter to get off of it. You can't act on something that never happened. You can't beat people to death on something that never happened. Because you're telling me, let's get this, you're telling me that it's okay to beat somebody to death because he tried to get into the bathroom because that your teenage daughter was in for whatever reason, for which you do not know. For which you do not know. You don't know why. I'm going to tell you what's in this situation. I was working at Walmart, right? Fitting room. I work overnight. Fitting room closed at 10 o'clock. Someone was in the fitting room. I couldn't. Well, at first, I didn't know who was in it. I assumed it was empty. But I did a check. Oh, and the parent got all up in their arms because I was checking to see, make sure that the fitting room was empty, and it should have been locked because both doors are supposed to be locked at night after 10 o'clock. Ain't nobody supposed to be using it to ensure, God forbid, I know her daughter was in there. I was checking to see if there was anybody in there, but you can't. It's built in a way you can't see in certain angles. So this is the type of situation we need to be careful of. Just jumping up to assumptions that they're doing something nasty. In a situation, they shouldn't have been using the daggone fitting room at their hours in the first place. Number two, technically I knocked first, but she didn't say anything. So I assumed it was empty. Because you can't see at first glance when you're looking at the fitting room. If you could usually see straight, and there was nobody. You see like there was nobody in it. So I knocked. Nobody responded. So I assumed it was vacant. Now all she had to do was say something. This girl, she was scared. And you're like, no, she was probably scared. And she, really? Somebody knocking on the door, you're supposed to say something to know that you're in there, so they know that it's occupied. And number two, it wasn't even locked. It was literally unlocked. They didn't lock the door. It was their own fault. Like, calling for people to lose their job because people are stupid. This is the problem with society today. But anyway, gotta share that story. And that's what I'm talking about. People making assumptions. You don't know what's going on unless you ask questions first. People losing their freedom for assumptions. People killing people for over assumptions. Over what might have happened or what I think might have happened. You weren't even in the area. You're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. You know daggone what you ain't supposed to be doing, and you do it. And messages. Now, listen to the reason why I did add on to that is I just thought about that. But anyway, this is Love Knows Best. Signing out.